There are over 40,000 photographers in Port Harcourt. So why should I pay you 1 million naira? Why should you be the best? There are over 500,000 photographers in Port Harcourt. There are over 10 million of them in Nigeria. Why should I? Why should you? Why should I come and leave all of them and come and meet you? Why? If you don't answer that question, trust me, 10 years from now, you're still where you are. The world doesn't care whether you cry. The world doesn't care whether you're going through shit. The world doesn't care whether you're suffering. No, it's either you win or you get out. It is a series of good end products that makes you successful as a photographer or as a cinematographer. It's not because you got the knowledge. Anybody can get the knowledge too. And that's the core reason why Street Like a Pro is here. The whole idea is to make sure that you don't just get knowledge, but the kind of knowledge that is able to give you a value that puts money. For your product to work, it must be able to satisfy the person is getting to. Your content is as good as the emotion it sends out. This picture is fine. It's because of the expression that the picture is giving out. This film is fine. It's because of the expression, the memory the film is able to exude. How are you placing your shot? That's why I always tell people that why and what are two important questions that you must ask yourself when making the content. We are making a documentary. Okay. Why are we making it? If you don't ask these questions, you make the usual. There's somebody who Kamadi Obi. He's like the biggest thing in photography in Nigeria, if not in West Africa. He snaps for good. He snaps for Gouda, for Heineken. Like, he's about the biggest photographer. The question is, why is he that big? He snaps for Hennessy. I don't mean Hennessy in Nigeria. I mean Hennessy, they will call him, come. Do you understand? He's so particular that if you tell him, I want to have a wedding picture, he'll write a storyboard for it and tell you this storyboard you're looking for cannot be gotten in Nigeria. Let's go to South Africa. You will fly. You know why? He's about his end product. And one thing that differentiates a pro from an amateur is not just the fact that you've spent so much time or you're earning, it's the level of in-depth knowledge that is in the work. You need to understand that you will boil. Some days you need to trek. Some days you need to walk under the sun. Some days you will not have the food to eat. But you have one goal, that I'm going to be the biggest cinematographer, the biggest photographer that the world has ever seen. That is the goal, not the food, not the clothes. You must understand that these things are part of your life. They're your destiny. You must accept it. So that brings me to the point. Who do you follow? Who is mentoring you? God, I always use T.Y. Bello. The land is green. She's a photographer. She's a woman. Why are you not following her? If she can earn 2 million, 3 million, if she can get projects of 15 million, why can't you get it in 2 years' time? There are photographers in Port Harcourt. Let's leave Abuja and Lagos. There are photographers in Port Harcourt who are already earning 1 million. They don't come out. They're in their house. They get 2 gigs in a month. 2 million that are gone. They are not even following you to play. Who are you following? Who is speaking to you? What's your circle like? Because life abhors vacuum. That means life doesn't care. What it means is you fall off, this space will not be there. Somebody stays there. It's not a battle, but you have to own your spot. Go on Instagram, go on Google, check out. You will see photographers at our age. Tell yourself, if this guy is my age and he's doing so good with this, give me 3-4 years. In my state, I'll be the best. In 2 years, it is possible. Some of you should be earning 300,000-400,000 naira a gig. It's not wishful thinking. What your mind cannot see, your eyes will not see. Okay, let me do this. I'll give us 5 seconds to call one photographer you want to be like. 5 seconds. Think what is 5 seconds? 5. I'll go with you. Mr. Jude. Okay. How about you, Jot? How about you, sir? Okay, follow. You, Uncle. Mr. Jude.
I also really like
TG Omori, good. I like the goal. You want to be like TG Omori? That's music video directing. That means you need to start looking at him closely. Watch his videos. Watch his behind the scene. Go on YouTube. Find what he does. Follow him everywhere. If you don't have, it is a problem. You know why? You may not find a style. Forget about any first. You will not find a style. Because what mentors do to us is they help us create a style. See how this guy work. I like the way. I've been a fan of Mel Gibson. I like his directing a lot. I like his directing a lot. So I want to do my stuff like him. I like Tyler Perry's style of producing. I like his stuff. This is not from now. Over 15 years ago. I know. After the T.Y. Bello is there. She's living an amazing life. You can be that in 3 years, but it is work. It is every day. It is every day grinding, thinking, praying, working, calling, being available, showing up. Some days he will call you for shoot. That when you come, you will trek, Oga. The journey is not important. The pain is not important. The agony is not important. The tears is not, the suffering is not important. What is important is someday you will sit back and tell yourself that I was in the lunga, I was in the trenches some days ago, some years ago, but here I am now. I am now fulfilled. That is the goal. I remain Ibim Isaacs, actor, filmmaker, and I've done my bit. Thank you for joining Shoot Like a Pro. Thank you so much.